Here we go. I don't hear anything. Oh, what's up, everybody? Hold on a second. So, for whatever reasons, party peoples, my audio for my horizontal stream is no bueno. Thank you, Lady D. Alright, so I'm gonna mute this because it's driving me crazy. But my horizontal session is not showing audio. Why? Why? If I get audio feedback. How about we do that? Checking my audios. You don't have to redact your comment if you're helping me out. Interesting. Okay, audio is live on both my horizontal and my vertical and on my Twitch, so let me start. Welcome, welcome, and welcome back. This is Art to the Round Table. My name is Mello. I drew a blank there for a hot second. That reminds me of a very bad joke. The forgetful artist drew a blank. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. We're gonna just keep going and going. I might have to turn on my fan here. I don't know why I got a sweater on. It's 74 degrees outside, probably a little bit warmer than that inside. But your boy got a sweater on. This is my mug in case you guys are curious. Don't be afraid. Let me put my other mic here. Yeah, so it's very odd, very odd, the audio issues that I've been having. So I'm glad that I was able to correct that today. That is my boy Quill. I don't know if you'll be able to see him as he chills. Dagger 528. I really appreciate you checking. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you all. I really do appreciate it. Don't mind my back. Don't mind my front. Don't mind my back. So I'm going to close out certain things so that I can have a smooth stream. And well, I had the microphone on right next to the speaker. Sorry about that. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to remove that because I can see you guys' comment there. I can see you on my restream screen. On a horizontal screen, I'm going to be superimposing the chat as it appears if anybody comes on. Usually my live streams and my videos start up pretty quiet, and it gives me an opportunity to concentrate. This is the same palette from yesterday. I didn't cover it or anything. You really don't have to do any of that with gouache. I was noticing some concerns of this coming out too dark, but those concerns, uh, I'm gonna say something right here for new artists or just artists that are starting out with this medium. If you start something and then you walk away from it, do not judge it harshly. I was that was kind of happening with me yesterday. I'm like, oh, this is too dark. This is supposed to be a Caucasian warrior with blonde hair. Think Fabio, and it's coming up more granite like, but it's okay. I will be able to layer on top. I just may need to do more layers to get the right skin tone and reflections to get to this layer of lightness and that layer. We got a little out of control, but That happens. These are my tools. These are usually my go-tos because I like to do a lot of sketchy work. I do have the bigger brush. I squared up the background a bit, and it's going to be this way because it's in grayscale. I wanted to sandwich him in the image, him being Crom, the barbarian. Oh, it's my mama. Sorry, mama, I love you. I'm gonna have to call you back. See what I do for y'all? I'm gonna ignore my mama call for y'all, and she'll never forgive me. But I'll call her later. I love my mama. So it's gonna be light stone, dark stone, light in the back, and him obviously. So that's going to be how your eye's going to be able to adjust to the image. And what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to really, 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 really saturate. I'm going to turn it to Elmer Fudd. Saturate my palette, get it really wet. I'm not going to go too much on top where the dark stuff is, where the dark paint is. I'm going to do a wash around my stones. I really should just concentrate with him, but I wanted to work. So, uh, and one thing that I'm going to do is I'm not really going to be clean here. And I'm going to move my forms around like that. I think that was dark if I remember. I want to, I'm a little bit tight body wise. I didn't do any warm ups or practicing. So I'm a little tight. So I want to get it out of my system. And that's why I'm working really quick here. I did a little bit too much chaotic geometry on the stones. And I wanted to tighten those up too. So the only thing I did off screen earlier today was that. It already looks like stone. Was I grabbed my nautical parallel ruler or whatever the tool is called. And that's it. I have another brush here. And what I'm gonna do, because I just honestly, what I'm doing with these washes is I'm trying to get rid of. You can still see the lines from the Strathmore paper. That's all. And I'm gonna put more white. Ah, Grieve Enterprise. How you doing, man? I am using this is a mix of Hemi White. Hemi White is the gouache I'm using, and this brand of black, Creative Inspiration, Mars Black. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sorry for the glare. That should be good. That should be good. And I had a container like this with black gouache, and it somehow got contaminated and was growing mold in it. Long story short, which is really gross. Really gross. And instead of fighting with it, instead of fighting with nature, I unfortunately threw it out. That wasn't the unfortunate part. I'm actually okay with throwing it out. So him is what I'm using. I have tried. Give me a second. I'll grab it for you. Oh, I do not need my headphones. Uh, You're gonna make me rearrange my stuff, but that's okay. This is what I've been using. I feel like I'm missing something. Anyway, I've done a few paintings with Arteza. My splinter painting I did using Arteza. My latest Conan piece portrait on my this is what on my portrait only sketchbook. Conan was the very first, and I used the metallic gouache. I'll show you there. And the metallic's not too bad. Just got a little bit of sheen on it, not too much. So those are the only two I've done. I have some Holbein, and all I've done with the Holbein is create swatches. Like these are brand new, bro. So all I had is a little squeeze from doing the swatches. I don't normally do swatches. I don't normally do swatches, but I don't want to appear to be a hypocrite because I do have swatches. Um, there was a time when I didn't know what to paint, and this was a very good way of just painting and getting out of that mode of I don't know what to do. It's productive and it helps actually. Oh, I wonder what I wrote there. Yeesh, all this triumph, truth, and I think that might be a middle finger. Oh lordy, boy's losing it. I thought I had another set of paints. I guess I am mistaken of the stuff that I have, but this is the Hemi that I use. And I've let it dry. I used to keep it moist all the time, and this time I let it dry out. I just wanted to see what was going to happen, what the quality of it was going to be like. And they still jam. They're still a little gooey if I press into it. Um, I was hoping this color here had gotten mold. Instead of trying to clean it, I basically took the whole square out and chucked it. Mold is an issue with gouache when it comes like that in uh, these containers in this form. Uh, I have switched to distilled water, but then again, as soon as I bought distilled water, I just started letting the paints dry. So, what was I gonna do? I was gonna add more white here. But thanks for the question. He tried some Hemi and he was getting into watercolor phase from what I could tell. It flowed a little more and could blend easier than Holbein, which seemed to dry too quick. Um, I'll have to, at this point, I really would have to take your word. I tell you what, though, the quality is a big jump from Hemi. Hemi's a very inexpensive, and it might be I don't want to say low quality because that's not true. I've done some amazing paintings, in my opinion, not because I made them, but I made some really good and proud paintings using Hemi. They are I think, a medium quality student grade. I think for anyone that's starting out, Hemi would be perfect. Maybe not that big of a set, the 24 piece, something smaller, something with primary colors so that you can get accustomed to blending. I tell you why I bought that 24 pack or 24 case was because I wanted to avoid mixing colors. Okay, so and I thought, oh, buying a pack of paints that had that many, I can use those to be my shades and my tones. Sounds logical, maybe, until but my eyes as a painter do not simply see tree leaves as green, grass as green, or stuff like that. There's variations in everything that we see, and it would make more sense as an artist to create your colors. And when I started to do portraits, I started um I started with learning about the Zorn palette by Anders Zorn and mixing paints to do skin tones, dark and light skin tones, and ethnic skin tones. You start to really appreciate the ability to mix colors, which is why I really do appreciate still that Hemi, that Hemi set for the blending. So young artists, new artists, you can get a small one and start messing around with blending primary colors. I think it'll be kind of cool for you. As someone who's trying to take the lazy way out. Don't mind my cat in the background, guys, gals. But I hope you guys are having a good day. Today is Thursday. Means Friday is tomorrow. God willing. Hope we don't take that for granted. So I'm saying, let me see. I was getting into a watercolor phase. Yeah, I went from my watercolor phase into gouache. I did watercolor for about 2 years, and although I love watercolors, I really wanted to mix. I wanted a more substantial layers and control, as if gouache is controllable. But I've tried acrylic before. I'm okay. I think that with my experience with gouache, I might be all right with acrylic. But I haven't painted with acrylic in quite some time. All my acrylic paints are dry. I think I would probably appreciate acrylic a little bit more now with the way you can layer on top. And they are artists that are absolutely amazing. Uh, a drawing while talking says face camera. Yellow. Great seeing you. I hope so. I got a lot of real estate right here. I usually wear a hat. Uh, if I know there's a way that you can watch the horizontal stream on the app or on, okay, so if you're on, yeah, I have it pinned. My first, uh, the comment that's pinned on the vertical. There's a link there that will switch you over to the horizontal feed. And okay, if you guys are wondering why I have simultaneous feeds for vertical and horizontal, it's um it's kind of greedy, but that's just kind of the way these things are. I am I am in the process of trying to get my channel monetized, and at the moment, the only thing that I need is watch hours. My watch hours are very low. I appreciate all the subscribers. I really do, because you guys are the driving force behind all of this stuff. But I don't want to be um, I don't want to be making this into a soapbox asking you guys to support me. You guys already do that by watching. You already do that by engaging with me. You already do that by subscribing. And if there's other ways that you want to support me, that's why I have prints. And you can buy prints of my original artwork on Etsy. You can buy stuff off of my coffee shop, the coffee shop. All the links are there. So I'd rather have YouTube and this system pay me than be asking you guys to do so. I wouldn't turn down any any tips or super chats when they become available. But I just want to let you guys know that obviously all of that is gratuity and it comes from the heart, and I would greatly appreciate it. Besides that, the vertical and the horizontal streams is for added viewability. Um, Here, let me send you another one. You should be able to. If you drawing while talking, if you go to back to my homepage, you'll see two live, and whichever one has restream or on the description, you could be able to click on it, and it'll be this one, be the horizontal one. But here, try this again. Don't put your. Can you click on that one? So anyway, the two streams is for that added viewability, added uh, opportunity to be seen while people are death scrolling through the vertical, through the shorts, if their algorithm may match them to my page, and they'll take a few moments or a few seconds and they'll come and check it out. That is a view and that counts. So that's why. What am I doing here? I need this brush. I'll try to get some now because of the variety. It's beginning to look a little bit clear. I'm going to enlarge the screen here. I don't really need to see my vertical screen, my vertical playback anymore, so I'm going to full screen this. Doo, 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 doo. So that's why I do both of them. And if people that find me on the vertical and they like what they see, I always give them that opportunity. Hey, Welcome to the to the full table. Grab a seat, get comfortable. Tomorrow, guys, I will be on tomorrow, but that one is going to be super early in the morning. What's going on, Saboteur? I'm gonna be on super early, around 10 in the morning. That one is literally gonna be coffee and lead. Thank you, Sabo. Again, I like, and it's true. I blame you. I blame you for this, but I blame you in the best way possible. But yes, tomorrow morning. I think there's only one other artist that I see that I follow that goes on that early or earlier. It's his channel is the Art Professor, and he's creating his comic book, and he speaks about the premise, and he talks about his journey and what he's trying to accomplish, and I think it's really cool. But it comes on so early sometimes that I don't get a chance to check it out. Up and working at 7 a.m. Is there a time difference between you and I drawing? Draw while talking. It is 1:28 in the afternoon where I am. I kind of like the morning streams like that. The world is still asleep. Um, if I haven't taken my son to work, the house is quiet. My son works retail, so his, his schedule changes. Oh, 1 hour. I'm in the future. Hey, I can't give gambling tips or stock tips. It's already giving him a little bit of joie de vivre on his skin tone here. And today's going to be pretty much a short video, short stream, maybe 2 hours on the dot, because I actually got to go pick him up. All right, seguimos. Yes, sorry, I'm useless. Yeesh, tell me how you really feel. Great Scott. Sorry if I keep bumping the mic as I adjust my specs. This is still really early in the process. Which, at this stage, you really could work pretty quickly. I took some time yesterday when I was doing the face and the arm, just sometimes because of the ugly phase. The ugly phase of any painting usually is what causes new artists to kind of just crash and be like, forget this crap, I'm not doing it. And I wish they didn't. I've stopped many a times early when I was learning just because of that. And building it up and seeing it come together really is something special as an artist. Oh, I lost the definition there. Yeah, yeah, uh, yes, yeah. He's grumpy. Um, it makes our drives to and from work quiet sometimes. I think he's a little bit more talkative on the way home. But the other day on our drive back, I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. He goes, "What?" I'm like, "Nothing." He goes, "I got nothing. I don't have anything to say." I'm like, "That's fine." Me either. I have. I don't believe anymore in uncomfortable silences. I appreciate those. So as long as he's comfortable being quiet with me, so am I. Yeah, I did retail a long time ago too. Wasn't in for too long. Uh, yeah, my son had every. He's a smart kid. He's handsome. He's charismatic. He had every opportunity to make better choices, and he did what most kids his age feel like they know better. They don't take advice from people who have gone through it. And I'm not pooping on them. It's just reality. I did a lot of that too. Uh, and I'm sure, just like most of the people that I didn't listen to, they were like, "Oh man, I wish he would have listened to me." But he's a good kid, so I don't bust his chops too much. As long as he's working, I unfortunately am not. So I'll take him to work. I'll do whatever it takes to get him where he needs to. Trying to encourage him to drive himself. One for one for a selfish reason, and two because I think it's just very empowering to be able to do that, and I think it'll help him. Yeah, I tell you what. Every time I worked in a situation, retail or in a restaurant or in the food service, I come out of there with an appreciation for what gets done and taken care of, even though as crazy as it is. I tip well as well as I can, so I respect them. I put stuff. If I go to a store, Walmart, whatever it is, I don't put something where it don't belong. I walk it right back to where it was, no matter if it's gonna take me an extra few minutes to do it. And I am slightly OCD, so I used to love facing items, facing items in the on the aisles. Yes, all those, all of those, and we all do that. Saboteur says, and I'm sure this is about not listening. We all do. I was straight trouble and still don't learn. And oh no, I put it where I want it. Yeah. See, that's mean, man. And yes, business politics, understaffed and low pay. Yeah. The thing that makes me laugh about those places with business politics, or even just store politics, where it becomes high school situation again, or clown school, as I used to call it. Like we're all in the same sinking boat. We don't need a captain of a sinking boat. Um, or you get the one guy that gets promoted that's been in the field, and you go, okay, at least one of us made it, and he allows, or she, the title dictate how they're going to treat you, and they can that. Which camera? They can. They need prayers. What I'm going to say. So yeah, on behalf of us all. Retail folks are kind of like old veterans. You served? Yeah. Walmart, 93. Sorry. Hey, Tim, how are you? Thank you. And thank you. Let's get a little messy here. That's going to be darker. That's his arm. All right. I might have to pull out the my sketch so I can find my drawing, my lines again. This one got away from me with the gesso early on. But this leg is going to be all in darkness, so I can go ahead and do that now. Tim, I didn't get a chance to watch your if you I don't know. So this was the question I was going to ask you. Did you go back? Did you stream again last night after that initial stream? And I am doing very well today. I hope we're all doing very well today. I don't think that was a gap. That can't be his whole time. I'm gonna be loose here because that's his loincloth. And I want the loose bristles to give it that effect. Like in You didn't, but are you gonna try tonight and paint the sketches? I painted one on my own. Oh, that's what's up. What's today? Thursday. Yeah, if I don't think there's some streams I was gonna catch. I'll definitely try to catch yours if when you're on. If you're on. So, Tama, I was able to figure out only just today before this stream uh, the reason why my mic wasn't working was working on one side and not on the other because I'm using two different streaming platforms. One being OBS that streams this vertical. That's because you're over here. It streams the vertical stream. That one there. That microphone, the mic turn on automatically. My other software, Restream, where I do the simulcast streams for the horizontal feed and on Twitch, and then eventually I may or may not go back to Facebook. Even though it shows the mic, it's off. So I have to go in and manually enable a mic that's turned on, if that makes sense. Are you streaming through your telephone or mobile device? And I'm only asking because the quality looks fantastic. Yeah, I think I lost the detail on that side of the body, but I don't care. No, I knew you wasn't criticizing. And you know what's really weird? So I think I can't remember if I was on Monday or Tuesday. I know I was on Tuesday, Wednesday, and today. So I remember seeing your comment about the low or no sound. And of course, how do we act when somebody says I can't hear you? You speak louder. So I was responding to you by speaking up, even though you're telling me you couldn't hear me. And I think you might have gone after by the time I took care of it or something. So I just thought that was weird. But I think that was Tuesday. I don't remember. I can't remember. It wasn't when I was drawing him, so must have been. Drawing says, did I release a video? I did. Well, no video. It is a live stream, and I don't believe because you can using OBS, even though you're streaming live, you can record. I don't think I did that with that whole video. So you can see. I think it's in three parts. It's a bit long, and but yeah, that one's on my live streams. Speaking of iPhones, I've had mine here, and I was supposed to be recording the time lapse for the short. So today, I guess it's just gonna be us, and no short for you. A couple more layers to smooth out his skin tone. Yeah, no short for you. Uh, so yeah, it was a three part. I actually enjoyed that one, and it's long because I do the drawing and the painting. I think the painting took longer than the drawing, obviously. I was learning a lot on the fly for that one also. There's an explosion that a fire in the background that I'm really proud of. Yeah, this is dry, so it's fighting me. The the biggest tip I'll let you guys know when using gouache or something like this. You'll put a lighter color down and you'll go, oh my God, that is too extreme. Don't worry about it. It'll dry darker. You gotta kind of trust it a little bit. Even now, I'm looking at it like, oh man, that's too much. And I might go in there and noodle it or whatever because I want to smooth it out, and I'm still going to smooth it out. But it just letting you know it's okay. It will dry darker. What did you say? I was reading the Hulk, 1999 run on yesterday, with a huge fight between Wolverine and Hulk, where he stabbed Hulk's eye out. Ooh. There have been, I think it was in the Ultimate Wolverine series. I can't remember completely. The Hulk tore Wolverine in half, but then they changed Wolverine's power set. They said it wasn't a healing factor; it was a survival factor. So he tore him in half and he decapitated, and the Hulk chucked Wolverine's head. And the twist was that Shield was interviewing Wolverine's head, that it had grown a set of lungs on the side or something like that. He picked up THB. Is that THB? Is that the one with where it's like 100 years in the future, or something like that? Uh, that Batman piece. Am I thinking of the right dude? Yeah, it's a bit extreme. Yeah, Paul Pope is no joke. Bars. It and it can, Tema. I tell you, that's why when I first went in with the gouache, I was already intimidated by it. It takes a bit, and I did a lot of very simple no shading, no nothing, and work on top of it very heavy handed. I've tried so many different styles with it. I still don't know what's the best way to do it. Hello, Loida Marquez. I called you. I called you, Ma. That's my mama, y'all. Be nice to my mama. I called you. I was gonna call you again when I go pick up Justin. Can you send me the link? I just want to see some images of it. Sab. Yeah. Mama, don't be mad. I'll show you. Missed call. I wouldn't say missed call because I hung up before your voicemail kicked on. My mom, when I was very little, we had an album cover, and I wish I could remember the album cover. I don't think she'll remember the album cover either. But it had a barbarian on the cover. And I would ask my mom to draw it, and she would do it. She would grab a pen or paper, pen or pencil, and just draw it. And I was so amazed by it that I would ask her to do it all the time. I wonder if she remembers that. Love you, mama. I don't think it was a Frazetta. Maybe I might have to check if Frazetta made if they used any of his artwork for. It basically looked like the Conan cover, but I don't think it was Conan. I might have to. I might have to Google it. But yeah, Mom Dukes was awesome. I knew you were. That's why I didn't want to bother you. That's why I cut it off real quick. My mom, I won't be putting my mom a business out there, but my mom gets up really early to go to a prayer service. Three. Uh, so, even I'm sure, even with the blizzard conditions going on in Boston, I'm sure she held her appointment and went to prayer service at 3 in the morning. So, um, it just happens to correspond on the day that we connect and have our weekly conversation about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So I knew she was in La La Land. So I'm not mad. Mom Dukes, we may have to change our schedule. But I'll do whatever you want. I'm still gonna call you when I'm on my way to pick up Justin. You remember that drawing? Yeah, well, I remember it. I don't know if that was the beginning of my art journey. I just know that it was one of those things that do it again. Can you do it again? Do it again. Can you do it again? So maybe it earwigged me in life to go. You can do that. Mom, you won't see this because there I have. She's on the horizontal, but Tim, I want to read to her what you said. So, Mom, Tema, a friend of mine, an art friend of mine online, just said, "God bless you, Mello's mom. So much deep respect for that, and for all the lovely son you raised. So, you're gonna be YouTube famous, Mama. You the real MVP." I wish I could remember that. Anyway, ow, my ears. I have a microphone on my glasses for you guys. I do this for you. I'm just gonna move it back. I don't know. There are many um, artists on my mom's side. She may have to correct me if there's any other cousins that she has, or but on my dad's side, there's several renowned artists in either in Puerto Rico or actors, stuff like that, sculptors. I have a cousin by the name of Severo Romero that is a renowned sculptor in Puerto Rico. Amazing artist. He may be retired at the moment, but hey, thank you, Mama. All right, let's see what we can do with this sword. It's gonna be another one of those things where I have to I'm actually glad this thing is going pretty well today. And I probably just jinxed it. Let that dry, then I'll work on the white above it. I'm gonna have to stand up. You get this age, guys, you gotta take care of your back. Here I go. I believe that I have a compressed. What's the word I'm looking for? Vertebrae. Or, yes. From a target injury back in '93. Talk knows what I'm talking about. The standing desk has been. All I need is the little treadmill. I'll get a little treadmill, little talking draw. It's a new niche. Can make it happen, y'all. Yes, getting focused and not moving. Yeah, man. What started happening to me? You got the treadmill too. I need to get one. Um, yeah, man, we need that. Uh, is as I'm drawing or painting, I start going this way, I don't really notice it because it feels comfortable because I'm compensating the pain on my back, and then I'll get like a outward view of myself, and I'm like, what is that? I'm contorting myself, which is no, that's not good, y'all. Yeah, if not the treadmill, we should all like invest on the foot pedals. So I've been trying to go out on walks more often. Because my doggo loves to go on walks, even though he's lazy too. I probably shouldn't be doing this with this brush. I should be using it with the small narrow one. I was looking up those walking pads. They aren't that expensive. I definitely need one with the winter months here. Yeah. It's a shame. I'm down south in Florida. Um, it's just really all about scheduling. And plus, when in the summertime, I really can't take the dog out. He'll burn his paws. Um, I mean, we can hang out in the yard, but then it still almost feels sedentary. When we lived up north, we had a treadmill and we loved it. And when it came down here, I guess in the trip or the heat when it was in storage, the oil dried up and we could never get the tread to work the way it should have. All right, what did Sabo say? I really wanted to contribute to Crom and even reached out to Kurt long ago, but I told myself I can't stop working on Tommy's. If I do, I'll never finish. Yeah, man, I don't, the I have the benefit of not having anything going. I'm a loser. Um, so no, I'm actually glad that you hit me to it. But you did a piece you didn't get a chance to share it, right? I thought I saw even the piece you was doing with at Omer's stream. You're not gonna be able to send it. There's too much glare. I can't see if I'm adding any shade to this thing. But I think you also did and you had like a story going on too. What do you say? Drawing while talking says our treadmill here broke and has become a storage space. Yeah, man. When ours broke, it became a fantastic coat rack. So we are considering getting another one. We were healthy once. Okay, you was hanging stockings on it. That's funny. I'm gonna see. I really wanted to have him looking up, but I don't know if I captured it in the drawing. So I'm gonna see if I can make it work. I think what's gonna happen is that it's just gonna look like he has a ginormous chin, which I'm okay with that too. I don't mind the caricature look. I'm okay with paying respect and being a little goofy with the character. I mean, it is a barbarian, so yeah. When what did we do? We took ours apart. I mean, we bought ours from Amazon, so but it did its thing. It wasn't its fault that it broke. Its fault. Ginormous chins. Oh, what was it? What was the hero? My goodness. I think it was in the Fairy Odd Parents. Crimson Chin, the Crimson Chin. But I I love the hero chin. I love the dimple. So I give them all that dimple. Put a curl on that lip. No, no, you weren't, love. Thank you so much for coming through, Tim. I'm gonna try to reciprocate and check out your channel later. Make sure to put my notifications on. I hope you have a fantastic Thursday, and we should connect in one of these streams. See if we can do something together, and we can talk about art and how to mess around with gouache or how you mess around with watercolor. It'll be kind of cool. But have a fantastic day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There actually is a way for Restream to do horizontal and vertical because I know YouTube started doing that as well. But I think you got to pay for it, or it didn't really work out for me when I tried it. Let me just close these windows here. Seb, Kurt actually mentioned that he's going to do another one, a third anthology. Um, Maybe it's something that you draw, I paint, you ink, something like that. Be kind of cool. Yeah, Tim, I think it'll be awesome. The Restream app can get up to 6 people, including the host. So if it's something that you guys are cool with, we'll throw it out there. We'll put a pin on it. I can host it, get everybody together. You can still stream it on your channels as well, so that you can get the views or whatever's necessary. So anyway, we'll put a pin on it. We'll make sure it happens. Yeah, I hear you, Seb. Plus, no dig on the anthology or the collaboration. What you're working on, that personal piece, is personal. It's yours. You want to do it. There's more of a there's more of an incentive for you to work on what you was working on with Tommy, and bringing that to fruition. Which, dude, it's right around the corner. I was visiting the place, just the website. I might end up grabbing that first one. You said you grabbed the first anthology book. Some of the work in there looks really cool. I was digging in through his videos to see the progress of it. Yeah, if you stop, you know, yeah. And I'm kind of like in a very low, in the low end of that spectrum. I'm kind of feeling that the same way. But I've kind of put just I kind of went gangbusters in the story that I was trying to come up with, and I pulled myself back because I was doing a bunch of other stuff. Not that I don't think it'll be difficult to get back into it, but it just seems, and that's kind of bumming me out though, personally. I haven't checked out the stuff for the Turbo Pit Fighter. I'm still trying to catch up on some of the updates and some of the videos. I saw there's a place near, not near, maybe about a few miles away, 10 miles away from where I live, Cowabunga Comics. And they have a blank cover, blank cover of Youngblood, and I wanted to get it just so that I can do a Shaft painting or a drawing of Shaft in in a Hawkeye homage. I thought that'd be cool, but I'm like, ah, then I'm always reminded, who is that for? Yeah, the newspaper that's while you work on a story for Tommy's, making sure it's correct, you're working on this supplement. Well, the cool thing about that, I think, is that because it's in the same world, you're not too far in the mindset, right? That makes sense. Like it's still there. It's still in the Tommy's world. Ooh, Tommy's world. We can make a parody of Bobby's world for Tommy's world, right? Lighting. Just keep creating spin-offs. I'm gonna make him put the detail on his schneck. Like I said, I'm not too worried about how clear. This is almost pure white. It's still gonna dry darker. So I'm just adding some details on the way. I'm sure it'll disappear as we go. Agree, all freaky stories in that old newspaper. That's why and Tommy won their ads. Yeah, I mean it's cool, dude. The amount of research. Oh, Drawing while talking. If you're wondering who I'm speaking to, on the vertical stream, my art bud, uh, Charlie from Saboteur Comics, a comic creator in his own right. His Seb, is that going to be your debut creator owned? If so, so his debut creator owned comic called Tommy's, and I will throw up some links. Super talented dude, super cool, super chill. Uh, Let me see here. I'll throw it up on the. Give me one moment. Where are we on? 80 minutes. Saboteur. Can't spell. Cameron Love. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the compliment. Control C. I'm gonna drop this here in the chat. So yeah, check out saboteurcomics.com. Contribute, pre-order his debut creator-owned comic. Um, the deadline for this for Crom the Conqueror is Saturday, but that deadline is only for the mock-up. So I sent Kurt this drawing, scanned it in 300, sent it to him, and he when I it's actually kind of cool. I the morning of I joined the community. I went to his website to cromthebarbarian.com. I joined the newsletter. I joined it. I went and hit him up on Instagram, and I applied for the request to submit a pinup right on the website. I said, I heard about it, want to do it. Is there still time? And even on the short, he said, amazing, send it to me. All he needs is the rough. So you still got time. So there must still be pages to fill. Cameron Love, yes, this is, no, not blue ink. This is regular blue. Let me see if I can find my pencil here. Color pencil. Prisma color pencil. And what I did with that drawing, I scanned it in, and I kind of did the reverse. I scanned it in, and when I printed it out, I printed out in gray tone, almost to look like pencil, and dropped the opacity because I knew I was gonna put so much stuff on it. I used fixative, I used gesso. I just wasn't very patient. So yeah, yeah, Seb. So that's what I did. There was options. There was stories. There was duos, writing duos, art duos, pinups, and something else. And I said, "Can I do a pinup?" That's what I'm saying. If for the third one, if you want to do something together, be do. But yeah, your pinup would look. Oh, my room is dry, so. I think once I can get Restream to I almost feel like going in here with black so I can start building it up. This black, this black gouache is already turning dark gray. Like it's losing its luster. Like it looks blue there. And that's just a honk of black, see? Yeah, maybe. Super early? Yeah. Uh yeah, man, but no, dude, I thank you for earwigging me to do it. I think it's pretty cool. And like I was saying on a previous stream, I've never submitted anything like this for collabs or competitions or anything like that. I just do fan art. And like I said, one of my goals this year was to do more collaborations, meet likewise artists, and make it happen. Dude. And it's February, I got a long way to go. We got time. You dry? I want to put my arm on you. It is an awesome way to get published for free. Yeah, man. Uh, and I have this feeling, honestly, dude, that the right person at the right time is going to see something that I did or worked on, and the floodgates will open. So, like I tell everyone lately, you miss every shot you don't take. And it came at a perfect time. Like you said, I was already drawing Conan. I already did He-Man earlier. I was already in that world. I did my own. I did, you know, I um, I just think thing with me is that sometimes I don't, and this has always been an issue that I've had to deal with. I never feel like I belong in the room. So I'll sit. Oh, you invited me? Okay, I'll just sit back and be quiet. And then like, what I've appreciated a lot from meeting you and Omer and Don and Doc and Duck and Chuck and Rob is that my opinion may not matter, but my voice does, and that's kind of cool. All right, I'm kind of all over the place here. I don't normally use this brush. My go-to is usually this one. But yeah, how much time we got in there? What are we working on? 88 minutes? No, 20. I got about another 40, 30 minutes, 40 minutes? 30? About 30 minutes. I will be on tomorrow, bright and early. Why did I grab you? Around 10 a.m. So you can stay in your jammies. Be on to like from 10 to 12, something like that. And we'll just be working on this. I think once I have my story finalized, my for real story, I'll start showing that online. A bit more. So did you end up getting Doc's novella, his noir book? I I already he was on one of Omer's stream, and I told him I was gonna do some fan art for him. I tell him he can use it for ad if he wanted to. There's a glare. I can't really see. Trying to give him that chiseled look. My only concern with this thing now is that I hope it reads in black and white. His face is intense. Let me see. Let me see if I can share that mug. Too close. Like that. I'm definitely gonna round out the chin a little bit more. Chinectomy. What up, Omer? How you doing, bro? Happy Thursday. Still working on this big dude. This honking fella. Ooh, and my Twitch bot. My Twitch bot followed you in here, bro. I don't draw or paint on an angle. I might have to start. helps me. It might be time to start using straight black. That black there is a little contaminated already, so I'm just gonna put another dollop on the bottom of the palette. This black gouache is really chalky. It's already kind of like breaking apart in the in my mix. So that gouache is definitely cheap. Cheap in quality, man. So I might have to go back to something a little bit better. I think we can go a little lower. We are going to right now the piece is getting lost. So I'm going to start adding a little bit more contrast by adding straight black to my lines. The goal here is not to use too many strokes because I don't want it to pull up the gray washes underneath. Hey, Chef Omer, some toast Francois, huh? Aye. The Renaissance man. That's what's up. I can dig it. I can dig it, my friend. I'm gonna have to. You're doing today, right? Today's your drawing with friends. Are you gonna be painting again, Omar? I know you're watching, so I don't want to interrupt you. I do appreciate the watch, bro. You artists out there, if you guys are watching, my fellow peoples, are you a rotate the page type of artist? Excuse me, I'm dying. And if you are, does it affect your perspective in the body part or in the object that you are drawing or painting or inking? And you let me know if that question even makes sense. too many brush strokes, and it started pulling up the gray. So reload and go back. Yay, yay. Yes. So I know you're on. Six Omer Glitches channel will be on at 6 today, Central Time, 7 Eastern Standard. And the question is, will you be painting some more? You've been painting a lot, which I think is dope. That eggplant. Where's the camera? If you guys are wondering what I'm peeking at up here, I have a playback that is directly on top, obviously, this image. So I get to see if I'm losing perspective from being so close. This allows me a quick and easy way to step back. Usually, as an artist, if you're using a canvas, you want to get your groove in, and then take the occasional step back. Because I am drawing this very awkwardly, my table is flat. This panel is at an angle. Um, I don't get a true view unless you're standing up over it 90 degrees. The camera, I have a playback here that allows me to see it a little bit better, stepped away. So I'm constantly adjusting it, and also cheat. But if you ain't cheat, I'm from New England, so the Patriots taught me anything. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. They should have been cheating this year. They would have won that game. But that's neither here nor there. Congratulations to the Seahawks. Well earned. And it's already dry in my room, my studio, so fighting. The cool thing is that I can feather in the shadows and make it a little bit more realistic, and then I can still go back later at sharper blacks. How much time we got? You rotate the page. If yes, I usually rotate the page if I can with painting and inking. But if I have a painting on an easel, yep, I usually move my body around to weird angles. Yep. With YouTube, because of the camera, I don't rotate too much. Yeah, man. Um, Everything you just said is true. I did a short doing inking, an inking short. and you just look like you're. It looks like you're watching a turntable, and it's all over the place, and it's like, what the hell? So I feel you, man. Um, at least we're painting a little bit, unless the right, unless it's really awkward. I haven't had the need to rotate. I don't really rotate when drawing either. Like I wouldn't be able to draw Spider-Man upside down. I'll just turn the paper, drawing upside, right side up, and then turn it. Not me. Duh. Too much with inking. Yeah, man. It's hard to see. Usually when I'm inking even a little tighter, is if I'm doing a straight line. Like this would be difficult if I wanted to sharpen up the line of the sword. I might do it, but with painting, it shouldn't be that difficult to try to get it. My shoulder's torqued. No more painting probably until next week. I've been coloring with Copics, which your Copic coloring is really on point. Going to pieces, but I have a stack of stuff I need to color. Yes. So, one of the things that I've been feeling is this level of incompletion because I have my wall behind me. I have drawings that I need to finish or start, and then those drawings I have them scanned in, so I got the copies out so I can ink over them. And then I got the ones that I've already inked, ready to paint. So although there's a bunch of stuff there, I feel like I haven't done anything. I don't like it. I don't like the way that feels. But then again, nobody made me do it. Um, I was just trying to. I was trying to figure something out with the live streams, and I think people like completion. Some people like to see it done. Some people like stages. And I was trying to find my groove, and in the end, it was just there was no groove. What is it that Bruce Almighty says? There's no bird, there is no bush. All right, I'm going to put $2 right here. So he can stare at me. Oh, maybe I could. Did I throw away my black container? Oh, I think I did. The scientific way, I got two containers underneath it. Um, yeah, brother, I feel you. I feel you. Have you guys tried or have drawn on blank comic covers? I know I've always seen these special covers blank, but I rarely can find any in any of the comic shops that I visit down here. But I did see one at a local joint called Cowabunga Comics that I might end up picking up. But have you guys drawn in that on those covers? And how do y'all feel about it? Discuss amongst yourselves. I did. Wait a minute. What did I do? I knew that. My anatomy doesn't make sense. I'm trying to look at my drawing. Emphasize the schnips. Okay, I think. I think I might be able to mimic comic book inking and rendering later on. Even though there's not a lot of moisture on these brushes, like I said earlier, I was trying to avoid overusing the brush or using too many brush strokes because it does and it will pick up tones underneath. And you can tell in some areas that it did that. But my room, like I said, is dry. So everything is drying quick. The art came out okay. We got layers going. We got layers. I might have to draw back in my lines. I think I should have done that. Went super sharp with the black in the beginning and just painted around it. Loida 201. Thank you for the compliment. Where are we? 258? Okay. I think I'm going to call it. I really appreciate everybody for showing through. It is always a pleasure. I know it's a pleasure for me, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out. This is Arts of the Round Table. My name is Mello, and I will be on tomorrow at crack of dawn around 10 a.m. I'll be adding more paint and more detail to this thing. Scooch it up so you guys can see. It is coming. It is coming along. Not too shy. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I hope we don't give you the face. The gunplay freeham. Thank you. I hope you have a fantastic day as well. I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm going to tidy up a little bit. I'll let the music play us out. But God bless you. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the morning. Thank you so much.